Can you see me?
Hey, guys. Welcome to the Hands On Podcast. I'm Jim Miller. And I got Dan Miller.
Too high.
Too high.
Lower down.
Sorry.
There you go.
It didn't work. That was really weird. That was really weird. I wasn't a fan of that. I got forced into it.
He did not.
He begged for it.
He begged for it.
Let's human centipede it. At least I wasn't the back end. Welcome to the Hands On Podcast. I'm Jim Miller. That was Dan Miller behind me in the danger zone because I had a sausage, egg, and cheese this morning. Pat and the old man are here. We are broadcasting from the Miller Brothers MMA cage, our 8-sided room of pain. 45 minutes of pain is what it's going to be for Pat one of these days.
One of these days. He's been saying that for what now? A year?
No.
now?
Well, it keeps adding up. It started at only 10 minutes. What was the original infraction? Do you remember?
You talked shit on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, you
Yeah,
did.
It doesn't
You talked
sound
shit.
like me.
You talk shit on Instagram, and I told you a half hour of pain. We're just going to roll for a half an hour, and the only thing that's going to stop is I'll submit him, and then I will just flow into something else and submit him again. And there'll never really be any breaks
He won't choke him though.
unless I decide.
He can't
That is-
choke you.
That is bullshit.
I've never
because
seen.
I've
never seen you choke.
No,
You'll
I didn't
see-
say choke. I mean, obviously, triangle chokes are easy.
Yeah.
I put myself in them.
No, and then he did something that I just decided to up it to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
because
No, he talked crap on.
It
on
was
Instagram.
probably another one, yeah.
Yeah, it was on
It's
Instagram.
social media.
Overstepping his bounds.
Yeah. Yep. It's a normal guy talking shit to pro fighters. That's when we
Yeah.
can shine.
Yeah.
But now that
Fortunately, you see, fortunately for me, you're accessible. See, that's the nice thing is the other shit talkers aren't exactly accessible for 45 minutes of pain. When we do the
Well, William McCall found him, didn't he? Who beat up one of the fans?
There have been a couple times.
There have been a
fans
couple
have
times.
come down, or people have
who
come
the hell
down.
beat
did
up-
near.
Oh,
Near-
Near,
Near beat the
right.
shit
Near
out of
beat the shit out of
Yeah.
somebody.
please don't near me. I saw that video.
Well, I guess he wasn't a fan. That's why he beat his ass.
Yeah. Well, you took me off my groove.
Yeah,
Like,
science.
that's hard to do.
Yeah. Come on. Keep
Where-
talking.
No,
Hey,
where
I
the
got
fuck
a
was I
room
going?
for you and right next to somebody.
Yeah. Right in the loony bin.
You were saying 45 minutes of considerable pain.
Yeah. No, we should do it on the roll.
Mission
roll-a-thon.
22.
Yeah, the Mission 22. We're having a roll-a-thon here at Miller Brothers MMA sometime in January. I don't remember the date off the top of my head. I think it's middle of the month.
So-
Hold on.
We're-
I'm going to find out right now.
We're going to do a 22-hour roll-a-thon here at the gym for Mission 22. There are 22 veterans every day that commit suicide. So it's just kind of something that we're trying to do to build awareness to that horrible, horrible stat. So somewhere in those 22 hours, I'm going to just beat the shit out of Pat.
And it starts January 14th at 1 p.m. and it will end Sunday, January 15th at 11 a.m.
Sounds like fun. It's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
It's going to be horrible, but
It's for a good cause.
it is for a good cause, and it will be fun because, like I said, I think I'll pick him up at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I want a little snot though. I want to be able to beat you up. I don't want to be tired.
No, I'm okay with that.
All right.
Yeah. I want you to feel good about
All
yourself.
right. Well,
after you're
good.
done.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Have you switched cameras yet? Can I move?
Nope.
'Cause my beer's over there.
Nope. What's my plan is I'm going to just keep it on this camera, so you have to stay
I'm
there
just
away from me. I don't know if our viewers at home realize that this is the most
Excuse me,
dangerous spot that you could be in, right? Because Jim and Dan aren't probably going to get into it too crazy.
No.
The old man's a cripple, so you can't really beat him up too bad. So I'm,
No,
I'm
I already
the
told
only
him- I already-
eligible dummy here.
I already told them that I was gonna heel hook him, so I'm gonna heel hook him.
Yeah.
Now the issue is that
Just don't straighten out his leg when you heel hook.
you don't want to straighten out the leg when you heel hook.
See?
You actually want a bent leg.
So what is that going to tear?
The old man is your jeans first. You're wearing jeans.
Well, I can get down to my underwear.
Let's do it. Unless you want to rip your jeans.
Yeah.
Every time that
You don't wanna
somebody
rip your
time that somebody has grappled in this cage with jeans on, they've blown them out.
That's true.
So
That's why there's more underwear wrestling than jean wrestling.
yeah.
It always
It's
starts with
nothing.
jean
It's
wrestling.
nothing different from a pair of Valley Tudos. I mean, there
Yeah,
might
a
be
little
there might be a skid mark on it, but
There is a pee hole in the middle too for quick access. I don't think Valley 2 does have that.
well, are we going by couch wrestling rules? Miller couch wrestling rules? No.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean.
Well, I mean, we're in the cage, so you can't really go by the couch wrestling rules.
What, here?
Yeah.
Well, you're not beating him up. You're waiting until the 14th.
No, I'm going to beat him up now.
Yeah.
Too.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have the patience to wait
Yeah.
until the 14th.
Well, I'm sure that some of our viewers are going to, our 7 viewers that are going to watch us live, are going to tune in and tell us some things they want to see done.
Yeah, we would like to see if you guys have any technique questions. You want Jim to wrestle somebody other than Pat. You want Dan to stay away from Pat.
Bobby
We
is
can
still
do
here,
that,
TJ
yeah.
Mitch.
Yeah, Bobby.
Bobby's still here. So if TJ Mitch wants to see Bobby bleed,
we could do that.
that can be
Yeah, that
arranged.
can
He's on
definitely
the
arrange.
payroll.
Exactly.
It's part of the job.
We're in the cage, so it shouldn't be limited to just jiu-jitsu. That would be a crime, right?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Somebody should get punched in the face.
Hey, that's going to show us how to block a right hook.
With his nose.
With his chin. Yeah.
You've already seen me do that.
With your forehead? Or your nose?
Part of it. Yeah, I can do my forehead. But
Yeah.
I blocked the right hook from you with my right hand.
No, you didn't.
I caught it.
No, you didn't.
I actually caught it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No.
Pat was there.
No.
I was.
And he even had
Yep.
the strobe light in my fucking face.
He did, yeah, and then
His
he
flashlight.
karate chopped me in the neck right after
yeah,
that.
he karate chopped you.
I don't know what time you're talking about. When was that?
That was New
we were in
Year's
your
Eve.
basement,
No.
New Year's, or I don't think it was
It
New
w-
Year's Eve.
I don't know what the hell day it was, but he was drunk
What
on
the
his
hell?
ass.
Yeah, he was drunk.
And
We
he
were
took
in your
his
basement.
strobe tactical flashlight, like shine it in your eyes, and he threw
Oh,
a hook, and I
yeah,
caught it.
Okay.
Even with
that
even with a light in my freaking eyes.
Okay. Well, that was going really slow.
Oh. And then he got
Excuses.
mad because I
That
caught
was-
it, and he karate chopped
That
you in
was
the
New
neck
Year's Eve.
because he was pissed.
But he said it would put me unconscious, and it did not.
Well, it
You know what you
you
did
were
is
already
you-
unconscious before because you
you-
were drunk too.
you
You were
pissed- was
pissing
pretty
in
drunk.
his sink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dick.
That's why you got
That's
karate
it.
chopped. in
All
the
the
neck.
drains go to the same place.
I want some of that Miller Brothers beer. No, at work, the one time, I threw a hook and you didn't block it. At Bonz's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one time.
Oh, because I was probably laying some stone or fixing stone that you
No,
laid, and you
sucker
threw a
punched
hook.
him.
So I had a trowel in my hand and a stone in my hand,
He was-
and you threw a right hook. And
He was
like,
nursing
oh.
a beer.
He said, "Hey, Dad, look at the eagle."
Whoop-a! Look, an eagle. Yeah. No, we'll show that. You can show how to block a right hook.
To be fair,
No. What?
the old man did take a headshot. I wasn't there, but it's pretty legendary from some, was it 2x8 that bent
2x6s.
back 2x6 pretty
Yeah.
aggressively?
Yeah, no.
It would have decapitated a
It
normal
would have.
man.
It would have killed pretty much anybody with a brain.
Luckily,
luckily,
He
he
does
doesn't
not
have.
have
He doesn't have a
luckily he's passed that down.
a BB in a boxcar.
That's what the doctor said. That is my problem,
Well, it's kind of a saving grace. It's,
I guess.
when it saves your life, it's not a problem. It's
Yeah.
it's a blessing.
Somebody has to tell that story for our viewers now that we've gone into it.
We were framing a house over one of the summers, and we had this old machine, this old rough terrain forklift, and
didn't have any
it
brakes.
didn't have any brakes. It was like it had like a what was it? It had the straight six in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an old Jeep straight six in it from like World War II.
Well, it was.
Actually,
That's
it actually had a swastika like welded into the head of it.
Mhm.
It was just rust. The whole thing was rust. But it
Did what it needed to do.
it did what it needed to do. It lifted us up, and we did stupid shit off of it, and it helped us work a lot faster. But it was a
Dangerous machine.
it was a piece of history. And he had just fixed the muffler on it. We were working in this development. There were other houses around, so he finally put a muffler on it so that we could start work at 7 in the morning and not piss anybody off. And we were raising the fireplace wall of a great room. so like a 20-foot ceiling. So it's a 2x6 wall, and we built the wall, and where there were headers, you've got king studs, and then we had the what was it? It was a triple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a triple 2x6, but then it also had the jack studs in it. So it wasn't like a full 20 feet. It was about like what? They were like 8 feet, 6 feet, something like that. Where it had a jack stud in between, so it was a little bit stiffer than like a full length. So he's lifting it up, and we were all up on the second floor.
Yeah.
I think because we were. I don't know why.
We were going to somebody had to nail the tops.
Yeah, we were going to nail the lap.
Actually, I was putting a load of studs up for the other guys. We had the wall framed and it was laying down.
Okay.
We hadn't started standing walls yet. We were putting a load of studs up for the upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't remember why. I don't know if any of the other guys were downstairs, but
No,
I remember that the two of us and our brother were upstairs, and the piece of shit machine.
Don't call it a piece of shit.
Rest in peace, Leroy. Rest in peace.
Right.
And so we're all upstairs, and it stalled on him and started rolling backwards, and it had a little cage over top of it that he actually another time somehow squeaked out. So it was rolling back, and he's on there, and he's trying to get it to stop, trying to restart it, and the cage caught this triple 2x6, and it bent back probably like 4 feet. It was like bending back, and it happens in slow motion, and we're all like standing up around, and it's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and he looks back at it and sees that the studs were bending, so he starts to duck his head, and as he ducked his head, they let loose, and it sounded like a baseball bat, like hitting another baseball bat. Thunk! And he bang, bounces his head off of the steering wheel, and then he like rolled out. Then, he caught his feet and started swearing and walking away, and the machine just rolls down the hill into the woods, rips the brand new muffler off, and it's like, Dad, are you all right? Remember, like jumping off of the second floor onto the first floor, like, oh fuck, he's dead. And he just had a big lump on his head.
A big lump.
Huge lump. I think it swelled up. Looked like a softball in the back of his head. He looked like Sloth from the Goonies.
At least he moved like on that one, because the one time he was picking the same machine, picking up block for the builder, and it was on a chain, right?
Yeah.
He lifted it up, and when it came off the pile, it was on a hill, and the block just swung out, and all of a sudden you see the machine just basically on top of him. It was like boom. Jim and I were probably 100 yards down the road. We were just getting ready to leave, and the builder asked him to move the block for him. So we're just standing there watching, and all of a sudden the machine goes down. It's like, holy shit. Like, I thought he was squished in there. Running up there, you see him come squeezing out in between his, like, I don't know how he fucking fit. It was like that big. And he wasn't any smaller than he is now.
Yeah.
So it was like fucking like that big.
It was like maybe 8 inches.
Yeah.
Maybe
like
8
mouse.
inches
Like,
between. Yeah.
Right. There was like, holy shit. That was probably because it was like all of a sudden you see the slow motion machine just going. Whoa.
That was one of the
Right
few
on top
times
of him.
that we thought we watched our father die.
Yeah. On a couple of occasions.
And usually with that machine was
You
involved.
stitched my head up, stapled my head that night, too.
I missed. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't.
you missed the time you whacked me in the head with a piece of wood.
Yeah.
That's when you missed.
Oh, okay.
You did a better job the second time when Leroy fell on my head.
Yeah. You fucked everything up. We were supposed to go skeet shooting,
Yeah.
and then you decided to flip the machine. Yeah. What else? What else happened with that machine? He decided to drop.
Well, I'm going to tell an embarrassing story.
Yes.
so
Well, you got to
uh,
tell them what happens with the steering.
yeah, well, I'm going to get to that because that's that's the reason.
No,
Yes, it is.
there's no reason.
There is a total.
was.
So
Operator error.
yeah, no. Partly operator error, partly machine's fault. So the
Partly,
machine,
damn.
so the machine, the U joint on the steering wheel was broken. Like it just,
Well,
it didn't.
no, it just didn't have the seat pin down at
Yeah,
the bottom where
all
it
right.
went in the steering box.
So there was no. You could just lift the
You could
steering
put
wheel
the steering
out,
wheel out.
just straight out, and it. And so if you were, if say you turned it too far, and then you were trying to go back really fast because you might hit somebody's car, and you were accidentally pulling up, the steering wheel would come out. So we were down at we just finished the house, probably I don't know, a couple hundred yards down the road. We're working on the house, and Dad's like, "Go get the machine, bring it down here. We got to move it." So I was like, "All right, awesome." I was like, I don't know, 15, 16 years old, something like that.
You
And,
were older than that because we were friends and we were driving. So you were
Was
at
I
least
driving?
17. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I was 17, 18,
Yeah.
whatever. Fuck you, Pat.
I'm fact checking. 'Cause we hung out that night and you were just like, holy shit, man.
So I was pulling it up. You got to go up this big, steep driveway, and then I was coming out, and the guy had parked his car. One of our workers had parked his car. Right.
Like an idiot.
Yeah.
On the side of the road.
Right on the side of the road, right but next to the driveway. And I came out, and it had four-wheel steering, too. So I turned it, and it fucking swung out, and I was going right for this guy's car. Well, I freaked out and tried to get it back. Well, the steering wheel came out, and I was just spinning the steering wheel, and I ran this guy's car. Fucking fork went right through his windshield, out the driver's side window, and lifted the car up in the air. I was like, freaking out, and like, of course it happens. And then the thought, like, ramming into because it didn't have any brakes. It didn't have brakes
Yeah, it
either.
didn't have any brakes.
So there was no stopping it
Yeah.
other than jamming into reverse. Well, after I smashed it, I was like, reverse. And I fucking reversed it real quick. Fucking car drops down. And then I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm just going to run away.
You'll never know it was me.
Yeah. And I had to go tell the fucking guy that I destroyed his front window. And his fucking it was pretty bad.
Michael had a good one. Michael was moving. Michael was moving the machine from the one job site around to another one
On the road. Yeah.
on the road, and without brakes, and going down the hill. And he pulled it out of gear.
Pull it out of gear.
No, well, remember because you had high and a low.
Right.
So he was in high, and then when he went to go down the hill, we went to put it in low, but there's a neutral in between high and low. So he hit neutral. He was straight down. I mean, the fucking machine was how many thousands pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, once that thing got cooking, that thing was cooking down.
And it would bounce. Yeah. just
down the hill. He just like whipped it into the. Luckily, that didn't go because he turned the same way.
Yeah.
I was like, he got lucky, but yeah, it was freaking crazy. Crazy machine. A couple times the wheel fell off.
Yeah.
The back wheel fell off, and we couldn't not use the machine. We had to use the machine. So he'd have us stand on the back to weigh it down
Weigh it
so we
down.
could drive it with three wheels.
Yep.
We would stand on the back of the he'd have like four of us sit on the one side to kind of weigh it, counterbalance.
Yeah.
And he would drive it with three wheels.
That was always OSHA compliant.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
I think I got that from Hertz.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. It was before we made the switch to Herc.
Fortunately, my only brush with death was when you tried to stack a load of windows on top of me in a puddle.
I don't think our viewers could have any, like, we could really try
I
to
wish we had a
describe
picture.
it, how
I wish
how
we had a picture.
shitty that machine was and
It wasn't
how
shitty, it
how
was awesome.
shitty that your automobiles were. Jim,
Now, hey,
how many
hey,
times
hey,
have
hey,
you
hey.
lost a tire,
Hey, no,
a
no, no,
wheel
no.
while you were driving?
No.
How many times? Just answer the question.
On an automobile or on a
Yes.
vehicle?
On a vehicle. Give me any vehicle.
On a vehicle.
A vehicle with a motor.
3 times.
3 times you've been driving a vehicle that has 4 wheels, and one of those wheels has left the vehicle.
One time was on the lawnmower, and I don't know, the E-ring snapped
I
off.
thought you lost 3 tires on
no,
automobiles.
only 2 tires on automobiles.
I mean, I was in the car for the one, and we're driving down Route 10 doing like 60 miles per hour. All of a sudden, we hit the biggest pothole. And then also we're not coming out of this pothole, and you see our tire rolling faster. I'm like, holy shit.
Put the blinker on.
Just like slid to a freaking stop on the side of the road.
Rooster tailing.
Yeah.
150 feet of sparks. Out the
But
back
that
end.
was my first thought. I was like, holy shit, that was a big pothole. We are not coming out of this
Listen,
pothole.
that was a $600 1986 Nissan Pathfinder.
It was awesome.
that was a nice little vehicle, particularly for that price.
Yeah.
It worked.
Those were always the best ones, too.
Yeah.
When I had
Well,
a
not quite
truck
the
with
best.
wooden bed. And it was fucking awesome.
The Shadow was a
The
great
Shadow
car.
was a great car.
The Bronco
Dodge
was
Shadow.
The MX-6 was a great car.
The MX-6 was the best. The first one.
Yeah, the gray
The
one.
gray one, yeah.
Yeah.
Dan
Yeah.
crashed into me at high speed. Also, I don't think our viewers understand either that if you give Dan Miller a vehicle, he will crash it. And people are like, oh, yeah, so he crashed the forklift.
Yeah.
I got he crashed his car into my car when we were in high school. I got a new dirt bike, and he came over, and I was like, Dan is pretty torquey. He
Fuck you, Pat.
he
It
called
was
me
not that
something. Yeah, he's
torquey.
like, pretty
Called
much
you
fuck you,
something.
Pat.
No,
and then he
I said that
crashed
in
my
my
dirt
head.
bike.
In my head, I was like, fuck that. You don't be a freaking pussy. And I fucking totally
Crashed my dirt bike.
Totally hate it.
Then
Yeah, that was pretty fast.
my dad and I restored a mid-1966 Corvette, and Dan launched it at least 100 feet into the woods.
What? I don't think I ever heard about that one.
no. It was not 100 feet into the woods because we were able to push it out.
Yeah, that was actually at your party when you and
Yeah.
Angel lived in the tiny house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we
we were
took it
not
for a
able to
ride.
push it out. A truck came by
Yeah.
and helped tow us out.
It wasn't 100 feet in the woods.
It was
like
far,
that.
and that was the luckiest
30
you could
feet in
ever
the
get
woods.
because there were a lot of trees. I don't know how we
I
hit
did-
one
yeah.
tree with a rotted stump and
Yeah.
pulled it out. and We drove it home,
Yeah.
and we were going fast and sideways.
We were not.
he
Well, he's like,
crashed.
Okay. We were like, driven cars before, and we're like, all right. He's like, so fucking hit first, and then just fucking, jammed the second and push the gas. Exactly what I did. Well, that motherfucker spun around in a circle.
That is not exactly what you did. I said to him, I was like, Dan, you gotta shift hard into second because that car, it was a 427,
Oh, my
390
God.
horse. It would just smack you. So he stops on that one straight. It's
I
woods
did
on
exactly
either
what Pat
side,
told me to do.
and he lights him up in first gear. The car is sideways in first gear. It just hooks up a little bit, and he bang shifts it. We're already sideways, and it just kept going. And then
Yeah.
he just
Fuck
laid on the brakes, and I can still see us going into the woods. And Dan's going, no, 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 no. And it's like tree, 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 tree. And it stopped, and I was like, holy shit, we're not dead.
Yeah.
We got out. The guy towed us out, and we drove her home.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think Dan
It was
said
not awesome.
That
'cause I
what,
was
which
like-
way did you go out of the?
I don't remember.
You went to the right.
it was that long straight, but it was a shitty road, to be fair. There was a lot
Yeah,
of gravel, and
Yeah.
No,
Dan
didn't hold back.
No, I
I-
didn't.
uh,
I was told
Dan
not to
Miller
hold
doesn't
back.
hold
No,
back.
if
I
it's
don't
got
hold
wheels,
back.
Dan will crash it.
Yes.
Dan's 3 weeks out of a neck surgery and fucking crashes my dirt bike.
Wheeling it, not driving it normal. He had to do wheelies on it.
He's like,
I was
just
in a hard race,
just
too.
yeah, just at a traction. Like,
Whatever.
hey, yeah, we're brewing some beer and we got some downtime. Let's ride the dirt bike a little bit. Don't
I
do
was,
anything
like, walking
stupid,
around.
Dan.
Yeah.
Dan, don't do anything stupid. You fucker.
Dan crashed his street bike.
I did.
Dan doing a wheelie
Yes.
with no
Two.
shirt on.
No shirt.
No shirt.
Two, right? Twice.
He was.
I did crash twice.
The other time was in the rain,
In
making
the
a
rain, I was
fishtail.
doing I was doing burnout.
So the moral of the story is, if you have something you like with a motor, don't let Dan Miller anywhere near it. Hashtag Dan crashes things.
Yeah, I do,
You do.
but I go hard.
You do. Go hard or go home. There's no question about that.
Evil Knievel crashed a lot.
Yeah, you did.
He did. I never knew that you crashed the.
Yeah, no,
There's
that was
that.
bad.
Yeah, I don't
It
think
was
we
not
told
one of
anybody
my-
about
yeah.
that until we had to tell my dad because it knocked
Yeah.
the fog light out.
Yeah, luckily, I mean, fucking fiberglass car. In
Well, you didn't tell him he went 100 feet in the woods, I'm
no,
sure.
I did go.
Oh, I gave him the whole story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
And you know,
sure,
the
yeah.
first thing out of his mouth is, "You let Dan Miller drive that car?"
What the fuck is wrong with you?
The best story.
You knew this would happen.
The best story is with my dad and Dan Miller. When my
Oh.
dad got to know who Dan Miller was, we were going to my house, and I had a 300ZX, and Dan had the gray MX-6, and he was behind me on Sussex Mills Road, which is
Not
a
one
very
of my finer moments.
a very windy 2-lane road, and at the bottom of the hill was my house. So we were racing down Sussex Mills Road, and we got to the top of the hill, and I think I was doing about 60 at the
Yeah.
top of the hill, and I remember I was on the gas so hard that my butt was off the seat. And Dan was right behind me. We got to the bottom of the hill, and I came off the gas because I had about 100 feet to hit my driveway. And when I
My
came
plan
off,
was not to go into your driveway.
you never
Yeah,
pray or make it the driveway.
Your
So-
living room.
Yeah. So I come off the gas, and Dan comes out, but the Millers also don't drive a vehicle that has good
Yeah,
tires.
they were freaking balloons.
There was
yes.
belts coming out, so he loses the ass, and I start to slow down, and he hits me in the rear quarter panel.
No, the front.
Oh, you hit me in the.
Yeah.
I think you hit
front
in the
like
rear
this.
quarter first.
No, because I pushed you out and went whomp.
Oh, that's right. He hit me in the front, and there's a pond on the
So
one
he
side.
passed you.
He passed me.
I
Yeah, he did pass me. But then
I won because when we ended up, I was
no,
further down the road.
I was further down the road because I went across my front
Yeah.
lawn. You went up the hill.
Who had less
So
poop in
we-
their pants?
I don't know.
No.
It probably wasn't me. So he started to go off the road as we spun, and then we hit again, and Dan went up the hill, and I went literally across my front lawn, across the driveway, and across the rest of the front lawn, and stopped, and I was like, holy shit. And I just saw Dan go up in the woods. I didn't know what happened. He went up that hill, so I ran, and he's starting the car and pulled it in the driveway, and my dad comes out, and he's got a wife beater on, his dress pants, suspenders, and a cigar
Suspenders
going.
were hanging too. They were
Yeah.
just like hanging off, and he's smoking a cigar, and he's like, "The fuck are you two doing?"
And my dad never curses. Never curses. He goes, "What the fuck were you two doing?" I was like,
Nothing.
No, a deer or something." And then my mom comes out, and she's like, "Why are you yelling, Rob? Why are you yelling?" And he's like, "These guys are racing, and they're driving like assholes." And
No.
and I'm
I
like,
was
"Dan,
not
you got to go." And Dan just like, he was like, "Okay, sorry," and hopped in his car and took off. And my dad's yelling at me. He's like, "How fast were you going?" And the speed limit was 35. I was like, "I think I was probably doing 45,
Yeah,
Dad."
maybe.
So he, he's like, "I got to go to the stores." And I think like the worst is over. And he comes back from the stores, and he comes in my room. He busts the door open. He's like, "How fast did you say we're going?" I was like, "I think it was about 45, Dad." He's like, "There is at least 200 feet of skid marks. Try again, asshole." We were going pretty quick, Dad. Like, "I don't know what's wrong with you, and I don't know what's wrong with Dan Miller, and you guys are idiots."
Yes, we were.
Yes, we were.
When I drove home, there were flat spots on my tire. So when I went home, the whole way home because I wore just fucking flat spots in those tires. I was like, holy shit.
You had a big wrestling match
I
that
did have a
night
big
too,
wrestling
didn't you?
match.
Oh.
Yeah, I got my ass kicked.
Yeah. You and me both.
Your ass kicked.
No, I lost 8-3 or whatever.
I was in the sauna. I'm
Holy
fucking
shit.
cutting weight. And he comes in, he sits down next to me. And
Whoa.
I might have crashed the car a little bit.
Well, the worst part was like,
We
so
were going
it happened,
fast.
yeah, and I remember it was like slow mo, and I was going backwards down the road, and I look over at Pat, and he's like, He just looks at me like I'm fucking out now. And I'm going back. It was like,
We did lock eyes for a moment
Yeah,
in there.
I was
Like, what the fuck?
I was facing the wrong way. And I just looked at him like, I was like, holy shit.
What have you done?
Yeah.
Sound like a friend of mine.
Stupid.
He used to do that. He drove crazy everywhere. And he had that was probably one of my closest coming to death ones too. He used to drive Pintos. He had a Ford Pinto, and he used to fly everywhere he would go. I mean, drive like a maniac. Well, we were up in Stillwater that worked at the Grand Union with him, and he's flying, going to his kid's house, trying to get to his house. Well, he loses it, spins the thing around, and we go off the road backwards. And he always used to bust his balls like, Steve, slow the frig down. Steve, what the hell? I'm super driver. I should be a race car driver. I'm super driver. Well, we went off the road, off the top of an embankment, and the friggin' tree we wound up in the Y of a tree like 12 feet off the ground. The fucking Pinto got wedged in the fucking tree backwards. And here we're sitting up in the fucking tree. Couldn't get out the doors because we're wedged in. And I just looked over and was like, okay, super driver, drive us the fuck out of this. Yeah. So we had to kick out the window, climb out. But, those things, they exploded.
Yeah.
I mean, if we hit friggin' probably 4 inches over, it would have been cooked.
All right, enough of our shitty stories.
Yeah. Enough
I don't
incriminating
wanna
evidence.
So what do we got? We got
So
some,
Mickey's fighting this weekend.
yeah, we
Yeah.
got
Yeah, right. Mickey's fighting.
Hey, good luck, Mickey.
Shorty's fighting this
Yeah,
weekend.
Shorty's fighting this weekend.
Hey, good luck, Shorty. They won't make your fight. What time are you leaving?
I don't know yet. We'll see.
What time's the fight start?
I don't know yet.
He's in Philly.
He's in Philly, yeah.
You're the fucking corner man. You would think you would know this shit.
You don't know. You just got to get there.
Yeah, I'll get there. I drive it. What did Pat do?
I never started the record on the Zoom.
Oh.
Nice.
That's all right.
Technical difficulties.
Yes.
Yep.
We're still learning. This is episode 13. It's a Friday.
Yep.
That's why I'm going to kill you in the cage.
There's actually, our viewers said that they don't want to see that.
No, I think they did.
Yeah, I would like to
Yeah.
see that.
What did they say? What did they say?
Yeah.
You can share it. Come on.
They're going to say enough of the car shit.
Christina said, beat Pat up. Sorry.
Pat up.
Beat Pat up, Dan.
Yes!
Exclamation point. Sorry, Pat. She apologized, so that's cool. Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for writing in. It's great. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, so Mickey's fighting.
Yeah.
They're all, they're ready to go.
They bumped him down, huh? Now Uriah's the co-main event. Moved it up.
Busy?
Yeah.
Did they? Man, you spend too much time on the internet.
Yeah, because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking lurker.
You are, apparently. Holy crap.
If it happens
Why?
in MMA.
You don't tell me anything.
No,
That's
I
why I have
don't.
to fucking.
I
course
don't
not.
look that much. I don't, I'll look, but you it's like happens. Like, hey, did you know Mickey got bumped down? When did that happen? 3 seconds ago?
It's happening now.
Like, literally,
Didn't you get the update?
Yeah.
My phone's been buzzing in my pocket.
He's still gonna kick Sage's ass.
Yeah.
There was a pretty cool
I hope we brought a pineapple.
Instagram. I think the UFC put it out of Mickey went to a children's hospital,
yeah.
and I feel like when you don't know the fighter and you see this social media, you're never sure if it's just like some publicity bullshit or if the kid's really that's who he is. And with Mickey, I remember he was teaching our jiu-jitsu class, and when he decided that he was going to take the kids' jiu-jitsu class, when he was going to go full-time, he came into the last class and gave every single kid in that class, because my sons were in it, his phone number. It was like, hey, if you guys ever need anything, his personal cell phone. He's like, please call me. I think that's just kind of like an example of who he is. Like, he wasn't at that children's
reckless
hospital.
with like 5-year-olds, man.
I know. Yeah. He's just such a
he's
good dude.
He's a
He
great
wasn't
kid.
there for publicity, like,
No.
and I'm sure he kicked ass because he's so good with kids, and
Yeah.
they probably loved having him there.
Yeah.
Mickey is a great guy. Can't say enough good things about him.
No.
Yeah, he's a good dude. And that's a good fight for him.
I think so.
I think that. I mean, with a win tomorrow, he's got to get somebody with a name.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
for sure.
I mean, maybe not quite ranked yet, but he's got to get somebody with a name. You know, so it is good.
How old is Mickey?
24.
Too young,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Yeah. So Mickey fights tomorrow, and then Shorty fights tomorrow.
That's rock.
Sean Santella should be in the UFC.
He should be. Kind of ridiculous that he's not.
Seriously.
Yeah. Definitely top 10 flyweight. After watching the guys fight, he's there.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, he would have ran away with that show.
Mhm.
Champion show.
He puts on some damn exciting fights too. Shorty's not looking to lay on somebody and win on
No.
points. I
No.
mean, his jiu-jitsu's fantastic, and he just goes after it.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because it's like maybe I've rubbed off on a little too much. You're being reckless, Sean. Yeah, no, he's got a title fight tomorrow in CFFC. He's all on weight, ready to go. His opponent made weight, which is nice.
Yeah.
That's not always a guarantee.
Does not
with
always
Sean.
happen.
No.
So yeah, he's ready to go. And that kid does not take time off, man.
Shorty? No, never.
No,
He's always training.
he'll be back in here and probably
Monday.
sparring with me
Monday.
Monday. Yeah, Sunday
Yeah.
he'll be here. Nobody else will show up. It'll be me and Shorty and the Birdman.
Yeah, the Birdman. That guy's always down.
The old days. The good old days where nobody showed up. We didn't have a team.
It's me and a bunch of 55
Yeah, you
pounders.
fat bastard. Well, not 55-pounder. You a 55-pounder and two 25-pounders.
Shorty at that point in time was a 55 pounder.
Yeah, that was Swole Rock. That was not Shorty Rock. That was Swole Rock.
Swole Rock.
He might have been taking some over the counter
Maybe.
or not over the counter.
Yeah, maybe not over there.
He was big. He was a big boy. But yeah, there was the time that it was the four of us.
Yeah.
Dan, myself, Shorty, and the Birdman, John Finn. And I broke John's nose, and Dan bruised his femur.
We're really actually nice people.
Yeah,
We are. Sometimes we go a little too hard.
That is a lie.
The worst part was that I hooked him, and the Birdman squawked. I'm like, Birdman, you all right? Shit. Yeah, I'm good. It's like, whoa, started just pouring out. Fuck. All of 130 pounds.
I'm not laughing because you got it
No,
already.
yeah, we love you, Birdman.
Yes, you are.
We miss you.
No.
We
Yes,
miss you.
you are.
The Birdman is one of our instructors.
Extremely knowledgeable guy.
Yeah,
Man.
He's got 2 schools, right?
Yes. What is he? He's got one in Brooklyn
Yeah, one in Brooklyn.
and one in the Catskills.
Yeah.
Birdman Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. Very
Extremely
technical.
knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Knows so much jiu-jitsu.
And he's died before.
Yeah.
The Birdman has died before.
He's
He's flatlined.
I
For like
think
7 minutes.
I think he is a long lost brother.
Probably.
You know,
Yeah.
How old is he?
40. It's got to be 45
Mm.
now. 40.
He grew up in Jefferson.
Yeah,
Ooh,
grew up in Jefferson.
Easily.
trying to think.
Easily.
He did a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah,
A lot of good stories.
A lot of
from
stupid
Birdman.
shit.
Yeah.
We got to get him on the
A
podcast.
lot of
'cause
Miller shit.
He's lived like 1,000 lives. He was a professional snowboarder.
Yeah.
He worked at Indian Larry's motorcycle shop.
It still does.
He does blacksmithing.
Yep.
Mhm.
We need to get Birdman on.
He married Jim and Angel.
He did.
He
did,
did,
yeah.
yeah. That's,
Yeah, he was my.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
So it's not official.
No, he's
It's
official.
official.
He's official.
It's official.
He got his certificate online.
He did. He played the guitar as
As he did the
my
vows.
wife walked down the aisle
Yeah.
and then married us. That was pretty.
He's a
it was pretty
badass dude.
special. It's pretty special. He also had.
You're my favorite son, Birdman.
He
How
also
dare
had.
you.
He also. He also.
Well,
had-
you and that fucking Dan Miller do stupid shit.
It's
true.
Apparently.
He also had us do the drill where we'd run down the mat and spin around 10 times and then have somebody throw punches at us.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
What was the purpose of that drill?
Try to get him to puke.
Yeah, pretty much.
Simulate you being rocked.
Yeah, to simulate being out of it. And,
It just sucked.
yeah.
Just plain old suck.
Yeah. He got dental surgery done in Brazil
Yeah.
in probably late 90s?
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
remember. Yeah, it was,
Early 2000s, late 90s.
yeah, I think it was early
he was
2000s.
he was training at Henzo's and got tossed, and when he hit the mat, he clamped down and it basically exploded his teeth.
Uh-huh.
And Henzo's like, "My man, I take care of you." And he
Put him on a plane to Brazil.
put him on a plane to Brazil. So he had to go to this dentist in Brazil and get dental surgery, and he didn't die. So that's pretty cool.
I was in the hospital in Brazil.
I know,
Did,
but he went over there by himself
Yeah.
without the UFC.
No, well, yeah, I was in the back by myself, and everyone speaking Portuguese. And everyone oh. And then I went to do a scan of my liver, and they gave me dye. And when they put the dye in, my head and my balls got so hot, they were on fire. And I'm sitting there in this machine, and I'm like, what the fuck did they just give me? I don't know what.
I'm the Hulk.
Yeah. My fucking balls were on fire, and my head, my face and head just started getting really hot, and it was all of a sudden, it was holy crap. And then I asked some guy up here, and he's like, that shouldn't happen. Son of a bitch.
That was gamer radiation.
Yeah.
Don't get mad. Don't have a bunch of beers
Yeah, don't have
and get mad. That's the trigger.
At a wedding.
That Brazilian gamma radiation only works if you're drunk. So do we have any other questions besides you getting beat up?
Unfortunately.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick and grab some beer.
Yeah, grab me a beer. I'm out. What are we doing? Are we rolling?
Yeah, do you want to take a short break and we'll get everything set up? No, we're getting right into it.
Sweet. So somebody's got to show the boss how to hit the switch.
What switch?
Or just switch
The
it.
switcher. I want to be the only tech man. I don't want to get fired. If I teach the boss how to run it, that could be the end of me. Especially after
It
tonight
probably
when
will be
somebody
the end
pops
of you.
my ankle.
I'm not going to pop your ankle.
No, that would be the best possibility.
Yeah, they will be.
Are you rolling? Because you're always, every time we hang out, you're saying ding ding, and this is the perfect opportunity. So.
Ding, motherfucking ding.
Exactly.
When are we rolling?
You didn't seem eager to get in there.
Yeah.
See? Fucking attacks me when I wasn't looking. Oh, Pat talked to him.
Dirty
They
asshole.
gave him a signal. Then let me pull him off his fucking stool.
So it's easy to, if you just double click it, it'll go. guys. This is a quick switcher
Quick.
tutorial.
Uh-oh.
So, and then
It's
if
not your
you-
turn, so
Hurry
get the
up.
fuck out of here.
If you bump it up into the second window, if you just hit it once and you go live, it'll switch it easier. Or you do the double click.
There you go. Just
Really?
put it on
Down
the on mats because we're going. Come on.
Gotta be low though.
All right, here we go. The beefalo and the Irish hand grenade. Not the Irish hand grenade, the Irish potato. My bad.
Lower, guys. Oh, okay.
There
now
it is.
you're on
There it
film.
is. We could actually carry the camera around. I'm disappointed that they didn't decide to get in their singlets. That their fathers bought them when they were 8 years old. No, I think probably 6 for this one. I ripped it as I got into it today.
We used to call it Jim Cam.
No. This is not the one. No. Hey, watch the equipment. Watch the equipment. Dan has Pat's back. Here it is. No, he's gonna choke him. Dan's working the back. He's got one hook in. So how do you feel watching your illegitimate son choke your legitimate son? Oh, he goes to the arm bar. Did he bite him? He bicep blocked him. Oh, he's going for the con lock. He can't get it. Oh, there it is. An arm bar. And he transitions right into a sweep.
It wasn't a rear naked choke, that's for goddamn.
10-finger choke. Dan is just pushing Pat around. Pat, they're moving outside of the camera. Keep it centered and low. Look at that pass. That is not a knee slice. Oh, beautiful sweep. Darce choke. Darce choke by the beef. He's got to grab deeper. On the bicep. Oh. He couldn't finish it. Actually, Pat's shoulders were too big, which is the first time in history. After tonight, Pat is a Muay Thai fighter. Oh, inside heel hook. Let's not rip his knee apart. Only the old man gets heel hook tonight. Come on, tree stump. Don't rip it up.
Relax. Coming from you.
Hey. I resent that. Are you just going to sit there and not say anything? You don't even know what's going on. That's the issue.
I know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, you got to talk. I'm sitting here.
I'm letting you be Joe Rogan. I'll be
Well-
Goldie.
Well, then you got to say weird stuff every now and then. I love you, Goldberg, but every now and then he says weird things. But so does Rogan. Listen, it's hard. It's hard to sit there and commentate, and you have to continue.
Whoa, it looks like Dan had
Step around armbar.
Dan had a tough weight cut. He had a really hard weight cut.
It doesn't look like he cut weight at all. It doesn't look
Neither
like he cut weight at all.
Tiago.
Let's see some action.
Oh,
Knee to the groin. Beautiful.
That's legal when you're
Beautiful.
on the ground.
No, you're supposed to. In couch wrestling rules, you're only allowed to grab it if it's presented. It's not to get out of a. It's not to get out of a move. The triangle, apparently. Windshield wiper. Oh, he's gonna go. He's gonna go. I'm gonna go so hot and bothered if he go plotters him. Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Look at
that.
this. Pat has been training under S-Rock. It's looking
Look
good.
at that. That's it. You got him now. Lock it up.
Oh.
Okay, take his back.
Have you ever had the back of a beef? Do what Tom did. Do what Dr. Tom did and heel kick him in the nuts. So, our good buddy.
Hey,
Oh, Neon Belly. That's beautiful.
no fucking neon belly either.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Not
Our good
neon
buddy-
belly me.
I'm going to Neon Belly you.
Fuck
Our
you.
good buddy, Dr. Tom. We've probably known him more than, like, he's been in our MMA life for longer than anybody. Probably after like a couple months, we met him at the first gym that we trained at, because he's always been a student of the game, and he's always wanted to train with everybody. So we met him, I think a couple months after we started training, and
You met
at
him
this at Planet.
Planet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and at this point, Dan kind of pointed out that Dr. Tom is kind of like the man of myth. If you've ever wrestled in New Jersey or actually like in the Northeast, you probably know of the Green Hornet. And Dr. Tom is kind of like the Green Hornet. The Green Hornet was this guy that used to show up to all these wrestling events, and he was an older gentleman, and
yeah, going all the opens.
yeah, and he would, he was just there to wrestle, and he would have a smile on his face, getting his ass kicked by all these college kids in the open divisions, and it was funny to watch sometimes, but yeah, we have seen him beat some people up, but Dr. Tom's kind of like that. He just wants to get beat up by the best. So. Well, not the best, because I was beating him up for a little bit, and then he decided that he didn't want to get beat up by me anymore, so he wanted to get beat up by the beef. And he went to the beef, and
I'm a lot nicer than Jim.
this is probably true. But Mikey, our buddy Mikey Main also beats him up.
Yeah.
Trains over there at with the Main brothers. But yeah.
Oh, put your headset on.
Good job, Pat.
Well done, Patrick.
I think that went better than I could have even expected.
That was a wrestle fucking.
It was.
No, that wasn't nearly as bad as WrestleFucking.
Wrestle fucking. That sounds scary.
Did you switch the camera angle, or are we still on the empty mat?
Well, you told me to show the boss how to do it,
Oh.
so it was not done.
I
We're
didn't
back.
switch anything. You didn't have to.
Exactly.
You guys stayed in the center
We are back.
for the most part.
I tried to keep Dan in the center, but it was tough. He kept trying to create
was trying to
space
run
and
away.
Trying to creep up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was running away.
Stalling. He knew he was up
Imagine.
on point, so he was stalling.
Yeah.
Hedging.
It's usually my MO.
Yeah. You ready?
They always hedged.
You ready?
For
Wrestle.
Let's go.
So I got to show how to do a hook.
I'm jacked up.
You're
I'm
jacked.
going to
Ready to
rewind
go.
the show. Ding, motherfucking ding.
Ding, fucking ding.
He's getting called out on
Uh-oh.
camera. Now he's got to go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. We're switching cameras.
I'll show you how commentating goes. I know. Jim's looking mighty sexy in his wrestling singlet.
Jim's
It's
singlet.
freestyle
is
singlet.
basically-
It's a freestyle
Yeah,
singlet.
please.
His low cut. There you go. There's a good camera angle.
Of course, yeah. You were allowed to take anything that you came in the cage with.
His lighter, his knife, his 6,000 lottery tickets that he keeps for. Don't rip his Levi's.
He's got a taser.
Oh my God! How much stuff do you have in your pocket? Take your dentures out. Don't want to lose them. Don't want to choke them.
Jim is tentatively trying to close
Yeah.
the distance. He's obviously intimidated. Yeah,
Yeah, you can do,
you can do whatever you
whatever
want.
you want. Anything.
You could bite his
Literally
balls, and I'd be
anything
all
you
right
want.
with that.
Jim Miller taking the back. The old man trying to get back to guard.
The old man is allowed to strike.
Yeah. Punch him, Dad.
Punch him.
Punch him.
Punch him hard.
Don't hurt him. He hurt him. What a douche. Now just choke him. As you can see, we get all our athleticism from our mother.
Jim's got the hooks in, but
Oh,
the
no.
boss has a
He's got
firm
the
grip
grip.
on his
Yeah.
wrist.
He has the grip. If the boss has one thing, he's got a grip. In his right arm.
How does he develop that?
I don't know. We're going to have to ask him a secret. Celebrity skins or something like
It
that.
involves the internet, that's for sure. The boss is up on points for
He
sure.
is.
Yeah, he's got top control. He's definitely dominating.
Oh, come on.
This is a double foot squeeze off.
He used to do that to us when we were kids. We'd squeeze our foot. If we were attacking him, we would just squeeze our foot and fold it in half. It would hurt like a motherfucker. He's coming back for more.
He is. I was giving him an opportunity.
Yeah, because there you go. Let him lock it in.
Yeah. Hips down, circle of the head.
He's like, those are down. His hips are down. Oh, no. Jim's almost out.
Dan, come off the top rope to
Yeah.
save your
Where's
brother.
the Hulkamania? I'm joking. I'm joking. I know.
He's not
I
joking.
tell you that I'm joking. I'm uncomfortable.
Squeeze now.
Squeeze what?
Drop your head.
Drop your head to the mat. Shoulder down.
Put your,
hips
put your
down.
Square to the mat.
I can't put my left arm.
Yeah.
Don't I have to go out here?
No.
No.
Elbow down the middle
Yeah.
of your chest.
So here's our first technique of the day is going to be finishing the head and arm.
And then just walk your body out with your belly
See how this is how Jim usually does it. When you get him in a submission, then he tries to coach you through it, and he goes.
bullshit.
He's like, "Good job, you got
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You got
Yeah.
that." That's how he always. That's his game. He's coming back for more. Oh no.
Fight the hands.
Put him out.
Put them out. They're not assholes. Don't.
Don't do that on the left side either.
So hold on. I think that this is a good opportunity. I know I have a hard time finishing the head and arms. It looked like he was in it. What was he doing wrong? Why don't you talk us through finishing a head and arm triangle?
I'll come in.
Well, one of you guys is going to have the mic. Keep it on.
Just like this, Patrick. That's right.
Here at the Hands On Podcast.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, see that?
Nobody
See that?
makes you.
Every job takes a piece of you. Every job takes a piece of you. He had the head and arm locked up. Let's spin this way. So this is the camera.
Yeah, get into the camera.
All right. We want to make sure that our elbow that's not wrapped around the head, we want it to be parallel with our body. All right. If the elbow is out, you got a huge head. If the elbow is out, we're gonna have a lot less pressure. All right. And don't figure four while you're on top. Figure four is for if you're on bottom and you're going for the head and arm. From top, you're going to get a lot more pressure, which is the gable grip. So look at this blood all over the mat. All right, so we go palm to palm here, and my elbow is down through my sternum. All right, so my forearm is basically down right through the middle of my chest. All right, I want my hips square to the mat here, and then I can walk my body out like the hand of a clock. Okay? I want to be here and tight. You can see me? Right? You can see me on there? You're supposed to nod.
Yes.
Yes. So we're
I thought you said Kazimi, and I
Kazimi.
wasn't sure if that was a
Kazimi
new
St. Cloud.
catchphrase, but I was in it. Yeah, Jim, you Kazimi.
all right, so we want to be here. Okay? Obviously,
Kazimi.
head is down. Once we get under there, head is down. One of the things that I like to do a lot, he's still putting shit in his pockets.
Yes.
Fucking old man. Oh, my God.
There's shit rolling all over the mat. What's that, a Tums?
That's a Rolade. Rolade. So, when we just go with the normal grip, a lot of times guys are gonna grab their leg. They can answer the phone, stuff like that. All right. So if we're locked in here and he starts either doing one of those two, either answering the phone, sometimes it's a little bit tougher to get that pressure, or if he grabs that leg, all right, and he's here, what we can do is we can go knee on belly. All right. So what I like to do is actually take my knee and not really go on the belly, but go on the hip bone. So I take my inside knee and I go on the hip bone.
Can
And then
you
when I-
turn a little bit, Jim? Because we can't see that.
Which way?
If you turn the other way that Dan's turning because your knee went on the outside.
This thing keeps falling off me.
Turn your knee towards the camera. You psychopath.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So if we're here, make sure we're on here. All right. So we're here. All right. And he was changing his angle or whatever. Okay. So I take my knee and I put it right in his hip here, so where it catches on his hip bone. And then what I'm going to think of is trying to elongate him as I squeeze. So then I'm kind of folding up like an inchworm, and I'm trying to flatten out like an inchworm. And by putting my hip or my knee right here in the hip, I extend him, and it really just drives that shoulder up, and it puts the choke on a little bit deeper. I'm not really worried about walking out at that point. You go to that one. You can go to that one first. It seems to work pretty well. But a lot of times when guys lock that leg, they lock that leg thinking, I'm out. But they're not out. They're just defending the choke. If you lock that leg, you have to wait for that opportunity to then circle that arm out. So he wants to drive down, and then swing over the head, boom, and get out. It's kind of like sometimes when people defend the triangle by tucking the arm back. It's not a defense to the triangle per se. It just kind of slows you down in your movements here. So by grabbing the leg, he's slowing me down, but I can still submit him. He needs to use that to get out.
So it's kind of opposite of what I thought. I always thought you had to have your hips down to finish it.
You do want your hips down. For the traditional finish of it, you want to be flat, totally belly down. If you're turning your hip, like I could feel it. He was here, and you're just not putting as much pressure as if you're here. It's like a lot of the top pressure. It's shoulder to palm is where you get a lot of that pressure from. This motion. So turning, you pull away a little bit. So we want to be square and flat and squeezing tight. And it's all about the little bit of angles, So anything else in there?
It was beautiful.
That was beautiful. I know. What's beautiful is this singlet.
This singlet is,
I
yeah.
fucking love it.
It's really nice.
Can't believe you bled all over on the mat.
You
Like,
bit me.
What did you do? I nibbled.
Look at this.
Nibbled.
Drip-
There's a drop of blood.
There's
Fuck.
two there.
We're gonna
That's
have to.
actually a lot of blood.
There is a lot of blood. What is it?
There's blood on
You
you.
bit me.
I bit you. I did bite you.
It's one of his
You
cracks.
bite me.
Yeah. Do we have anything else there, Patrick? No, nothing else. Nobody wants to see you get beat up by me.
No, nobody's asked.
No. I think somebody's asked.
Nope.
Somebody's asked.
Hold up.
Somebody's asked.
Somebody's gonna ask.
Yeah.
In 3 seconds.
Hey, can I see Jim and Pat go?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sure. Sure. That's fine, but I would like to, and I thought about this a little bit. There has been some shit talk about your ability to finish the rear naked choke. You're older brother obviously couldn't.
Yeah.
So I think there should be a time limit, and if you don't rear naked choke me in a minute, I win. Right? Is that a fair time
God,
limit?
that's on.
Yeah, from your feet, though.
From your feet.
Got to start low.
No, yeah, well, it's still on your feet.
That's fine. Can you?
There's
It's
a lot.
okay. It's your dad's blood. You're fine.
It's fucking dirty as hell.
Protect you. No more line.
Hold on. I'm going to do no more line. All right, ready? Set, go.
1 minute.
You got a rear naked choke. Oh, my God, Pat. What the hell was that? That was 7 seconds in. He took your back. 7 fucking seconds.
He still hasn't choked him.
No, I know. But it's still 7 seconds he got his back.
Still doesn't have it. Uh-oh, he's down.
No. 30 seconds left. Watch the camera.
30 seconds.
Oh, no.
15
15
seconds.
seconds. How do you know? You counting in your head?
Yeah. Pat's going to make it.
You got 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. That was time. It was literally, I looked down and it had already happened. It was 7 seconds had elapsed. Little John Jones-esque duck under there. No, it was not that smooth. but Pat felt like a sack of potatoes right to his belly. Now we're going to go see how long it actually takes. Ready? We're just going to put a timer on. No, I have to do a stopwatch this time. No, I have to have a time. Oh, Jim going rubber guard. Pat not defending very well.
Well, he's defending the rear naked fine.
Oh, no. Jim's got blood all over him. Kogo Plata. What is the goal here? What's your goal? No. Well, the whole point was you
Rear
have
naked.
to rear naked choke him. See how long it actually takes you to rear naked choke him.
I'm going slow. I want to Ezekiel him a little bit.
So basically you want to show off in front of the cameras.
Professional fighter. It feels so sweet. Hey, you know the way it works. Hey, Jim.
Uh-oh, don't let him catch the arm.
Now Jim's
Now
got his
you're
back.
in trouble.
We are only a minute and 35 seconds in. He's got his arm trapped. Not a good sign for Pat. Not a good sign for Pat. He got out. He got out. Watch the equipment. Come on. Come on. Just yeah, you totally screwed us up.
buzz.
We're done. We're out.
Everything's gone.
Technical difficulties. Sorry.
Okay, we're back.
Assholes. The whole point was rear naked, Jim. You're totally You're just wasting time. You're wasting time.
I'm preparing for my 45 minutes of pain.
You're not preparing well because you're breathing pretty heavy. 45 minutes. That's a long time. Yeah. You're 3 minutes in. All right. Don't suck up the whole time.
This is Jim Miller, Mark Bocek, all over again.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, now you could be in
Yeah.
trouble. He belly downed you. Just go with a traditional neck crank.
We are 3 minutes in.
Yeah, you didn't even think I would make a minute.
I didn't say that. Pat is very good at defending the rear naked choke. Not so much the armbar. Come on, guys, move into the camera angle. We got some viewers watching. Nobody wants to see your butts. Just your butts. Come on, finish it up. Let's go. I'm putting the cap on this. You got a minute and 15 seconds. That's it. And Pat will have survived 5 minutes. This is not the goal. You have 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Oh, no. I think it's gonna be stalemate from here. Jim's gonna neck crack him. I think 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds. Finish this up. Let's go. Come on. Go, Pat. Yeah. Your singlet. After 30 years, Jim, your singlet is falling apart. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Time. 5 minutes. It's over. Enough. Jesus. Unchokable. I would not say that because you have been finished by a rear naked choke. Oh, my God. Don't
Nope.
do that. You're totally screwing it up.
It's shredded now.
Done.
Good job, Pat.
Yeah.
See, so now you just survived 6 minutes of pain. Now, does this go on the other one, or is it a new 45 when you do it?
It's
New 45.
yeah. It's got to be straight 45.
I don't know. I think you got him, Pat. He won't make 45. Look at him breathing hard.
Not only relegated to a rear naked choke.
Yeah, in the 45 minutes of pain.
In the 45 minutes of pain. And I probably won't have
Oh,
this many
Yeah, this
glasses
many.
of wine and beer in me.
So you are doing the Bocek, and you're just complaining.
That's right, I am. I am. I am not sure why.
No, it felt good. Like I felt like you had a lot of close attempts, and I don't want to take anything away from you there.
If you guys see Pat in a cast,
Short-jitsu, baby. That's
That's
a
right.
one-stripe blue belt right there.
yeah.
I'm going to go, though. See you guys.
I think
Even as a no-stripe white belt, you were very difficult to choke. He's
Well,
always been difficult to choke.
he's always been difficult to choke, but when the goal,
Oh, stop
No,
making excuses.
when the
Don't
goal
make
is-
excuses.
Come on.
He's always been difficult to choke.
I can tell him, don't get rear naked choked.
Jim, just
I'm not
give
gonna
him-
attack
just
anything
give
else.
him
Just say
that,
it. Admit it.
that he
I
is hard
already
to
gave
choke.
him enough. I already gave him enough.
He's very hard to choke.
I
He holds
took
good
I
rear
took
I
naked-
rolled with
everything
him.
that
That's
you
enough.
gave me.
Yeah. You see what we have to deal with?
That's
people?
right.
Yeah,
That's
Seriously.
not easy.
I am the best singer in the world.
There was nobody on camera for a while there, by the way.
Yeah,
It's just Jim's hand.
Yeah.
Your tricep is on point, by the way.
that's right. That's right.
You're off now.
try to get by. You'll be trapped and dealt with. You like that one? All right.
Yeah, okay, Martin Rooney.
Yeah, no. I think that's all we got
Yeah,
for
I think
tonight.
so.
That's all I got.
All right. Thank you very much for tuning into the Hands On Podcast. We tried to
Do something a little different.
tried to give you guys a little bit of commentation while the rolls were going on.
Didn't work out so
Hope
well.
you enjoyed it. Tune in next time. Thank you.